Today, we're talking about the graduation moment everyone seems to have an opinion about. A student crossed the stage and did the splits after receiving her diploma. Some people saw joy, and some people saw confidence, and others saw disrespect. Some people saw both. Here at BVBOE, we're less interested in the splits themselves and more interested in what the reaction reveals. What do we expect from young people during milestone moments? What is the difference between celebration and distraction? Can someone deserve criticism for how they celebrated while still deserving recognition for what they accomplished? And perhaps the big question, just because you can do something, should you? Welcome to another episode of Black versus the Board of Education.
Baby.
We in here, yeah, we in here.
Y'all better get comfortable with saying black.
We in here, yeah, we in here.
Black versus the Board of Education.
Cause we came here, rid of us now. We in here, yeah, we in here. Cause we came here, rid of us now. And you know that we won't ever go cause we been here.
That's why we are indeed a whole mood.
That's it.
Happy Monday, and welcome to another episode of Black versus the Board of Education. My name is Miss Laureen, and I am the captain of the ship. And if you're looking around the room, go ahead and give them the camera angles, Isaiah.
Yes.
If you're looking around the room, we have absolutely a full house, and that is good because we are talking about the splits debate, celebration, disrespect, or both. And you know, every week we have to let you know who's in the building. So I'm going to start with this gentleman over here to my left. He's going to tell you who he is, and we're going to go all the way around the table, and then we're going to jump into the discussion.
How's everybody doing? Mr. Fox, Time Done Coordinator, BYLP Advocate.
Welcome back. Hey.
My name is Malachi White, and I'm a BYLP fellow.
Come on. Represent. That's what I'm talking about.
Wait, do you want us?
I want you to say whatever you want to say to introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Terrell Smith. I'm the Community Engagement and Outreach Fellow.
Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. My name is Caleb Mosley, and I am a fellow here at Black Youth Leadership Project.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Amaya Bell. I'm a college student, and I'm also a BYLP fellow, and hope you guys are having a great day.
How you doing? My name is Anthony Lucero. I'm a BYLP fellow as well as BBSN.
Awesome. And you're a special project.
I am a special
fellow.
project.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Angel. I'm a BYLP fellow and Family Fun Day captain.
Ooh, ooh.
Hi, everyone. My name is Melissa. I am an incoming junior at UC Berkeley. And you know me as one of the original co-hosts of Black versus Board of Education, but I'm also a special projects fellow for the summer at BYLP.
Come on. Hello, everybody. It's Coco, you know, your neighborhood hood auntie. But it's not about me today. It's about all these beautiful young people. We want to hear their voice today, hear them speak, right? If you got something to say something.
I love it. And so you've met our fellows BYLP embarked on, because, you know, I just can't sit still and something's wrong with me. I always like, okay, what else can we do?
Yes.
And so we decided to do a fellowship. So
okay.
These are our fellows as they introduce themselves.
Young people here.
And I'm so excited to have them. And this is their first venture into the podcast world. Well, except for Ant. But, you know, the rest of them, it's their first time here, and we're going to jump into the discussion. I want to kind of give you a little background because everybody doesn't know everything. So what happened? This is the splits debate, celebration, disrespect, or both. A graduating high school senior went viral after performing a split on stage while receiving her diploma. Video clips quickly spread across social media. The moment generated significant public debate. Some viewers praised the student, I don't know who they were, for expressing joy and celebrating a major accomplishment. Others criticized the behavior as inappropriate for a formal ceremony. The debate continued, and beyond the actual split, became a larger conversation about respect, school expectations, youth expression, and social media. So I'm going to just pose it to y'all real quick. Were the splits appropriate at graduation?
No.
Oh, okay. Go on and jump right on in there.
I think there's definitely a time and place, and I understand being excited about things. But also, multiple people knew what she was going to do and told her not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like there's just a time and place for everything. Like, and I think it's the way that she did it too, as well. I think that there's a difference and being like a gymnast and doing like
She said being a gymnast.
being like there are student athletes, right? Student athletes who have done their sport and they're excited, and there's a difference in doing the splits, doing what she did.
Okay, well, I mean, I just think we need to put a little more context to it. So let me go ahead and pull up the video, and we can take a gander at it together, because I think
anyone who thought it was inappropriate, and I am truly sorry, but I have no regrets at the same time.
You've seen it on your phone. The center of an online debate. On your timeline, in your group chat. The split that stopped a graduation. One celebratory moment turned Tyvion Campbell into a viral sensation.
And we're going to stop it there because what? Like, why? Why are we doing that?
I'm an ambivalence though.
You and them.
I'm an ambivalence because I'm from the 80s. I'm an 80s baby. I always say that when we come on here. So the 80s baby part of me wants to say, man, what's that girl up there doing? But then as I've been advocating and seeing what we've been going against, and coming to these graduations with these babies, and these babies be telling me stuff like don't have nobody to come to their graduation, or some of the things that they've had to come, or they adversity, or the culture of the walk they've come from. If the child they self, I walked, I got my grades, and I earned this diploma. Who is the celebration actually for is what makes me an ambivalence. Is the celebration for the community when you get your diploma? Is the celebration your personal victory? Is it for the teachers? Is it for your mama? I'm an ambivalence because I see how excited she was, but I'm like, she had her dress on. She was feeling her moment. She was excited for herself. She didn't say no cuss words. She didn't say anything. It was her dance move. Now, who set the standard of what was appropriate on the stage? And I've seen other kids do this too. I've seen kids go across the stage, throw money out. I've seen them get up there and say, "We made it, my N-word." I've seen people get up there and say, "Nobody thought we could do it."
All of that is not okay.
But to me, what I'm questioning is the celebration. Is it for the person? Or the community? And I don't have an answer one way or the other right now. I'm still confused on whether it is or isn't, but that's what I think of.
Well, I would like to hear some of the young people, their opinions as well, some more of their opinions. But this is actually touching home for me because I got in trouble for celebrating when I walked across the graduation stage.
What you do?
I didn't twerk because we wasn't twerking at the time.
No,
you know what I'm saying? We was doing different dances.
Okay.
But we was told not to move, not to dance. You just go shake their hands.
And take your.
But for a girl like me who was told I wasn't going to graduate and been through all type of stuff, I had my family in the crowd. We was going up. Mac Dre, this dance was prevalent at the time. And so when they gave me mine, I this danced right on across the stage. So me personally, I think it might have been the dance she chose that's touching everybody's morals. But I'm like you, Fox, whose celebration is it? And I think that some of these babies, it takes a lot to walk across that stage. You have been through so many different things. Why do we have to just shake your hands and keep it pushing? And you still targeting me, you're still criminalizing me, and now you're taking my diploma that I worked hard for, had to turn in work for because I celebrated. She might have just, she hit it. But I think because of our moral standards, the dance she did, everybody has something to say. But I truly believe that you should be able to celebrate as you walk across that graduation stage. I definitely agree.
You should be able to celebrate. Absolutely.
Malachi.
Yeah,
was it appropriate or no?
I feel like in the time place it wasn't really appropriate, but like y'all said, you went through 4 years of high school. I should be able to celebrate however I want to, and in a way, she was, and that's how she chose to celebrate, and it just didn't fit the situation. Like Fox was saying, people throw money in the air. I'm probably gonna throw money in the air, guys.
Oh my God!
I feel like if I go through all this hard work and you're telling me I just gotta walk across the stage and just shake your hand and walk off, that's not gonna be enough for me. That's not gonna be. And I seen that video when it first came out, and there was people in the comments talking about if I did that, my mom would be mad, which causes a sense of embarrassment not only for yourself but for your family.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's not wrong for celebrating, but just with the way she chose to celebrate didn't fit the situation.
I too, adding on to that, I too want to go back to what Melissa said. And there's a time and place for everything, especially for the graduation. But I wanted to say that twerking is also a culture. And a lot of people don't realize that it's a culture that has been brought from the African descent. but doing it at the same time at a graduation where there's a lot of people watching you, a lot of people not only in the present but that are going to see this into the future. So we'll have a huge impact on your future outcomes and maybe even the jobs that you ultimately want to have.
Amaya.
I guess I would like to sort of challenge something a bit.
Pull it towards your mouth, please.
Yes. So if I believe that people say that there is a time and a place, but I feel that graduation ceremonies are a place of celebration. And I believe that this discussion is sort of challenging how people should celebrate, which I believe it can be a cultural difference depending on what your culture is, what your background is. I've been recently getting very interested in sort of the idea of, I believe it was it was an islander culture to where when someone has like a celebration, like they go out and they do this this celebration, they're stomping, clapping, yes. And when I saw that, I noticed that people were watching and staring like, oh my goodness, what's going on? But also there was also people who were like, wow, this is like beautiful. This is so I believe that the idea of what's appropriate, that's completely culturally based. And, I think that this question really challenges what is appropriate or acceptable, which I believe should be challenged because it's a cultural thing, so that's what I have to say.
I want to add to that because I understand that it can be cultural, but even she herself said that she understood it was inappropriate, but she wanted to do it anyways.
Can I add to that too? I seen while she was doing that, she was smiling though. So
it was the look back. It was the
me.
look back.
The
She
look
had
back
also
in-
she had been telling her friends what she was going to do. I watched parts of the video of other people who were speaking out had told her not to do that. Someone in admin, whether it was a teacher, I think it was one of her teachers, told her there's going to be consequences. Don't do that, and she did it anyway. So was it her trying to represent her culture, or was she being purposefully defiant in doing that?
I question culture too. Only reason why for this particular category, when we say culture, like what I understood you to say is sometimes there's a culture of the cliques. There's a culture of this is how me and my boys get down. Like you were saying in the thing, I heard that too. I was hearing the Hawaiians, Samoans doing their thing. Everybody has a culture of a certain thing that they do. But I also like what we've said on the floor about what is the actual challenge of a time and the place of what can be done for graduation for kids what if they're not celebrating for their mom? What if they're not celebrating for the school? What if they are celebrating for self? What if I did tell a lot of people when I did it and I heard that, hey, I'm gonna get in trouble for it, but guess what? As my friend said, I'm gonna do that because it wasn't enough for me or my self-esteem of what I felt I went through.
Well, the graduation ceremony isn't just about you. It's about the other people that are there too that also accomplished it. And what you did was you took a moment that was a group moment and made it specifically about yourself. Now, I understand the cultural dances. There wasn't nothing cultural about popping your coochie. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't see that. Yeah. And it's like they already adultify and sexualize our girls so much. For her to come out and do a sexual dance, there were children in the audience. I just think that it was inappropriate. It was not a good look, and it's not becoming for someone who graduated and is going on to bigger and better things. I just think that we should think more of ourselves than to use our bodies in that way to get that type of attention. But I'm just one opinion. Terrell, what you think?
I think it really just all comes down to intent. Like, the fact of the matter is she did an inappropriate dance at graduation. I mean, I think that a lot of the people who are commenting on her action itself are judging her are judging the situation just based off what they're seeing, which, I mean, I'm not on her side personally, because like I said, she did an inappropriate dance at graduation. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. With that, she mentioned that she doesn't regret what she did, and you guys have mentioned multiple times that she realized that it was wrong. So, I mean, clearly she doesn't care. This is what she wanted to do, so she had a choice to make, and she made it. And only she can live with that, I feel like.
But should all choices have consequences, Angel?
Yes.
What would be an appropriate consequence for something like this, for someone to take that opportunity to do that type of dance in front of families who were there to celebrate their young people too? What type of consequence? I mean, she's out of high school. What you gonna do? Whoop her? Like, what type of consequence do you think is appropriate?
Honestly, there's no consequence for real. It's just embarrassment. I feel like
Embarrassment. Oh, well, that's a big consequence. That's a big consequence. Yeah.
I feel like embarrassment because why would you do that? Honestly, I mean, I understand why she would, but like I don't understand why. You could have chose any other move but split.
I mean, was it the split or was it the aftershocks that came after the split?
It was the split. It wasn't just the split. It was the bounces, because that's intentional. The look back.
That's like, that baddie culture.
Like, that's what right? I wanna. That's what I want to come back to when y'all said that it's not culture.
Whose culture?
It's Black culture.
It ain't my culture.
Black American culture,
Black American culture, whatever type of you want to say, it's in there. And those are questions that we have to talk about as a people. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it, some of us will say morally that is wrong, but there is culture is defined as shared beliefs that are passed down. We don't know what her family come from. We don't know. They might have been passed down since the Luke days, bringing it in, bagging it up, twerking it down. So I think we just can't alive. I just can't, but it's a passed down tradition.
I can understand.
It comes juvenile. We was backing that thing up. You know what I'm saying?
But not on the stage.
It's a passed down tradition. So I just want us to come back to say we can't necessarily just say it's not her culture. And she might be just apologizing because she was told to.
Yeah.
How many times have we been canceled and we've been told to apologize? You know what I'm saying? So I do want to not just say, well, it's not culture, because in the younger days, that's their culture. The baddies culture is taking over. These cultures are prevalent and are influencing our children.
But can I ask a question? Because the baddies culture ain't just Black girls in the baddies culture.
No,
all these girls, all these BBL bras with the nails.
But what I'm saying is that culture is influencing and impacting a lot of our kids. So I think we have to think about that too when we just say, no, it's not culture. It's not everybody's culture, but to some people, that's culture.
Is that for better or for worse though? Because like what Miss Lorene was saying, it isn't just like, it's not just influenced by us. It's other people who are trying to partake in it but won't claim it. And when it's Black people, it's looked at as ratchet and ghetto and don't do this and don't do that. So is it for better?
But sometimes,
wait. I want to hear from Aunt too, though. Oh. Don't just sit over in the corner quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, baby.
Which part? I was on a roll. I'm sorry.
What I heard you say was, when Black people do it, it's considered ratchet
in ghetto and all of that. So I'm saying, like Miss Lorena is saying, it's yes, it is. It's can be considered Black modern culture, but who else is partaking in it and not claiming that it's their culture and it's only looking bad on it? Like, am I making sense when I'm?
I hear you, but what I'm also hearing is I'm wondering who's putting the culture on it, because in my eyes, when I seen that baby walk that stage and I seen her do her move, I was like, look at little Fish. She knows she shouldn't be, but I didn't look at her as ratchet or anything in my brain.
No, I'm not saying that is how other people are going to look at it. The comments are calling her that.
But then I also said, like Coco said, I seen a lot of these girls, they dance moves, they learning them from their aunties, they mama. Some of these boys is dancing like that, and they play the same. They play the same exact music. They play the same exact music from the music videos in the background at these celebrations that have girls doing that in the music videos in the celebration. But they turn this song on that triggers for the children. They hear this song and it's okay, and then they actually do it and they
I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah,
and
that kind of ties into what my thought was. So could this, I mean, kind of what Melissa was saying, as far as like this is a normalized thing, could it be considered cultural appropriation in a sense that since African American culture, we dance, we jive, we do all these things, but if somebody from another culture or another race was to come and do this thing, would it be looked at the same way?
They get TikTok followers.
That's what I'm
right.
Okay, so that's what
and
I'm
they get credit for the dance move.
Okay, so that's what I'm
And I think as a Black community, we be so quick to target our own. they're not as quick to target their own. They not as quick to call they white girls ratchet because they danced at the, you know what I'm saying? We go in our
or
comments.
that they have multiple babies, but we're not gonna go
Sometimes
there.
when we go in our comments, we be so quick to police each other.
Yeah.
That it'd be like us that's necessarily, you know, tearing it up, saying she did this. When you look in the comments, sometimes it don't even be the other side. And they don't police each other as much as we police each other.
Okay.
In the Black culture.
So does that tie back into culture then? Because in our culture, I mean, it's often seen that mothers, you know, that baby shouldn't be doing that. You know, that's just us.
Yeah.
So essentially, that's the same thing in the comments is, you know, those mothers just saying, you know, she shouldn't be doing that. So does that tie back into culture? Because if it ties back into culture, then what I was bringing about the cultural appropriation thing as far as race, as if
someone else were to do it, would it be
looked at the
considered
same
cultural
way?
appropriation?
Exactly.
If it's not considered cultural appropriation, is it really
That's
culture?
what I'm saying. Is it
I
a culture?
understand
Is
what
it a
you're trying to
culture
say.
thing just because she's a Black woman?
I feel like going from there, I feel like it's not really a culture type of thing. I feel like it's more of a personal thing. She went through high school. She knew it was in the wrong. And she was like, I'm still going to get up there, go have my fun and do what I want to do. And that's how she tells us to celebrate herself, which was by getting on stage and doing the splits, which we all see as inappropriate. But after you go through a certain period, we don't know what she went through going through high school. She be like, okay, like it's y'all and then it's me. I'm going to do what I want to do. It's my celebration.
Is it more about independence coming from being a child and stepping into your adulthood at that moment? Do you think that she was saying, well, this is me?
Yeah,
Take
and
me
then,
or leave
And is she a cheerleader on a football team? Because if she would have did that on football night,
that's why I brought up
the
the
athlete
athlete part. That's why I brought up the athlete part, and I don't know that, but that's why I brought up the athlete part and like being a gymnast or a cheerleader. Like there's so many elements that could factor into it, but I don't think she was.
I just feel like it's already hard for our youth. Get up in there too, Auntie.
Get in there.
It's hard when we do all we can. That's why we have Black Graded Celebration Weekend and all that, because of all the graduations and stuff that's being taken from our babies. But this girl, shout out to you, Mr. Fox, BYLP, BBS. I'm shouting out to you because whatever you took to make it across the stage, they make it. But my thing is, in cases like this, we go so hard to push these babies across the stage, and she made it.
She made it.
And I get it. She baby made her. She little princess. She put the wrong dance move on, and we're questioning her because why? She did a dance move that she didn't look like she didn't know how to do the dance move. It wasn't new to her. She was probably, and in her brain, I'm questioning. Maybe she was told, right. Somebody probably told her, "Hey, as long as you don't do that at church, you good."
But I'm saying because I see it at the football game. As a football mom, they did it every weekend at the football. The cheerleaders get it down. The Grand Pacers.
She walked across the stage.
Them Pacers.
Yeah, I don't think her intent was disrespectful, so I really don't feel like she should be punished for it. I think that she's gonna have punishments, like you said, throughout her lifetime about it. She might lose out on job opportunities because of it and things like that. But I feel like the rules are in place. They let the kids celebrate during the graduation. I went to multiple graduations these last couple of weeks, and they do let them do a little something for themselves. She might have just probably took it over the top a little bit. And I think the rules are there to kind of save you from yourself at a younger age.
Yeah.
Because when you watch yourself probably 20 years from now, or no telling where she goes from here, hopefully she's going to be successful, and she watches that 20 years from now, I'm pretty sure she'll regret it then. She's saying she doesn't regret it now, but you're always a different person 20 years from now.
Right. What you liked at 18, you're not going to like it 21 or 25.
All right, 40.
If you're just joining us, we're talking about the splits debate, celebration, disrespect, or both. And so the question I have for you guys is, can you support her right to celebrate while still believing she made the wrong choice? Can you do both? Both, Ian?
I believe you could.
I think so too.
Our bad.
Sidebar.
I'm doing some research.
Researcher. You know,
Can I ask you a
that's
question?
that
I
UC
heard in
Berkeley
this-
brain right there.
I heard
Gotta
in this
do a
room so
research.
far from the youth, they said, I heard this 3 times in this room. They said it could potentially stop you from getting a job later.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that and I heard you ask the question, what's the punishment? Do you think dancing across the stage or inappropriate dance across the stage with whatever we coined this definition to be what she did, should a part of the punishment mean that she doesn't get a job later? Because I heard that in the room 3 times.
Because you have to understand there are people who judge us basically because we're Black. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to use your social media to kind of develop a picture about you and your judgment. And so I believe that she has a
gotta
right
be careful.
to, we should applaud her accomplishment, but baby needed to be pulled to the side. Like, nah, sis.
Yeah.
This wasn't a good look, because this could have far reaching implications in your future. I mean, and knowing how society is, knowing how they adultify, sexualize, and put down Black girls and women, to go out there and do something like this and give them something to talk about, because nobody is talking about her accomplishments. They're talking about her popping her butt on stage.
Right.
And so we have to be clear, what type of message do we want said about us when we're doing things? Because unfortunately, she's not just up there for herself. She has now become the representative of all young Black girls.
Yep.
Whether we want that to be the case
It's the
or
way
not.
the world works.
And that's what I'm concerned about. Because they'll take one instance and say, see, I told you these people are, I told you these mamas don't know how to raise their girls. I told you these girls are highly sexual and that they deserve to be assaulted. Like there's things that come with these decisions. That's why we have to challenge the decision making of our young girls.
I'm a little concerned too, because once it's on social media, it's always on social
It's a
media.
living.
Exactly.
And I was actually talking to this former FBI agent once, and he was telling me about a girl who posted something on MySpace. Mind that MySpace is something that was years
Don't
ago.
do us. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
And the FBI agent said, it's not deleted. It's still there. It's on the cloud. I can find anything from 20 to 30 years ago, or when the internet was finally established. So I wanted to say too is the mind and body is like a sword. The mind or the body is the sword, but the mind are the hands that wield that sword. And if we're doing things at this graduation that's with our body, when we use the very intelligence and intellect to get through K through 12, my question to all of you is, why should we use our body when our intelligence was the thing that got us through all those challenges, those turmoils, and those accomplishments?
I think your body has something to play in that too. You know, your body was getting up every day, putting that wear and tear in. Your hands are writing those papers. You know what I'm saying? Your body is in certain places as you breathing. When you start to feel trauma and pain, it runs through that body. That body is the way we move and celebrate anyway. When you come back to your twerking, right? And how that is a part of history. And the twerk was there, and to move your hips. And they tell women in perimenopause and all that to still move our hips. It's unfortunate that it has been objectified and vilified and all these type of things, and Black people have to walk around and do Black excellence all day every day and represent the whole culture when you're trying to celebrate yourself. It's unfortunate we have to do those things, but I think your body did have some play in there as you getting ready to, you know, bear through that K through 12 journey. Your body is with you. Your mind is sharp, but your body is working too.
Yeah, your bodies will hold your mind. So I mean, both have to be taken into account.
Yeah. But, you know, I think just outside of her, I've been seeing so much happen amongst the Black community at graduation. You know, you got what happened in Fairfield, the young man who got killed at his graduation.
Right.
You know, you have the fights that have been happening at graduation. And it's unfortunate that we're not getting more pictures of Black joy happening at these graduations. And like Lorene said, it will be used against us to vilify, where, you know what, let's not even have graduations anymore. So it's unfortunate that this is something else that's getting on top of that. And, you know, we just can't celebrate Black joy however it is. If you want to twerk, you want to crip walk, you want to fizz dance, you want to boots on the ground. You know what I'm saying? They break it down and shake it at the end too on the boots on the ground. So it's unfortunate that we're getting villainized in all these type of ways. And she decided that. But I think as young people, we do have to realize what's happening on y'all social medias. It's going to live with y'all forever. I'm glad I grew up where the 90s and the early 2000 ain't living with us forever. But y'all have to live with that. And y'all got to really keep that in the back of your mind as you walking through everyday life. It's like, this stuff is going to live with me forever. And everybody's cameras is on.
That's the most important part too. Like whether, like she can argue that it didn't matter, but to the internet, it does matter. Like you knew people were going to be recorded. Like as Black people and Black girls, we have to be careful about the way that other people are going to perceive us. It's sad. We shouldn't have to. It should only matter how we perceive ourselves and the work that we put in. But that's not the reality that we live in. And we have to, unfortunately, work with the way that the world works to a certain extent to make sure that, like, I was reading one of the articles and it says that the split may have made her famous, but she says receiving her diploma is still what matters the most. But no one, like you said, is talking about her diploma. No one is talking about whether she had all of these accolades that could have been,
like, what was her GPA?
Right. Like, even if those things were said at the graduation, no one's paying attention to that because of one decision that she made and the way that people are perceiving it. Like, it doesn't, unfortunately, the way that the world works is it doesn't always matter our intention behind it. It's the way that other people are going to see it and attach different stereotypes to us. And that will affect the way that we have to walk through the world. Like, it's unfortunate. It's not fair, but it happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Could I ask you actually a question? I had a question regarding that. If, say that a Black man or woman, I feel like both of these would count, if they were to be the most respectable people, the most educated people, the most well-poised people, do you believe that bad stereotypes would completely diminish?
Never. No,
absolutely.
That's what feeds the system.
Jay-Z got a favorite song, a famous song, and he says, still NIGG. You still that. I don't care if you press your hair out, you got all the degrees, you walk across the stage perfect. They'll still find something. I would love to follow her though and see in a couple of years what did this do from her going viral, because she might have didn't go viral if she was just a 4.0.
I've been hearing that lately a lot amongst the young group. That I have been hearing a class of
Go ahead.
I have been hearing a class of the I don't give a F's, right? But along with the I don't give a F's, it seems like there's this need to go viral. It doesn't matter what they go viral about. It doesn't matter if it's racing a car, if it's a fight, if it's an argument. But the person who goes viral becomes like amongst a social group, famous amongst a social group, and other people see them. And what I've heard people going viral about, what they get praise about, it doesn't be much of nothing, but they'll give them the praise about, hey, yeah, you know. So not that I know this girl, you know, like I said, I'll give you your props since you got your your diploma, but maybe she may not care. Maybe she might have cared about going private. A lot of youth, some of the things that they do that they say they don't care about, they don't have the grip of what you guys were saying. When we came in the room, one thing that I did not look at when we started talking was the point of view you brought into. I as a male did not look at the point of view of what you were saying when you say us girls have to look out for what we have to go through later. Far be it for me to ever think that I can explain that or explain your guys' womanhood of what you were specifically looking out for our little sisters versus I was specific. I, as a Black man, wanted to celebrate little sisters. Hey man, let her go. But as a woman, you seen a different epic thing that could have potentially harmed our other little sisters growing up. Sometimes like with me and A&T, like what we do in BBSM, let me holler at little bro. I see something different, and I see where you guys was going with her, but I also see the level of protection that you're trying to put around her and moving forward. Yeah, I like how you guys as sisters put that out there. Like,
oh yeah, because you know it's a bigger conversation that we got to have amongst Black women, especially when we're trying to counteract this baddies culture. We're trying to counteract all this different type of stuff. So it is a conversation that we got to have amongst women because it's out there. You know, a lot of our young girls are being influenced by the Natalie Nuns and stuff. So
and that's a shame.
It is a shame. It's a shame. And we got to counteract it every day. So you know what I'm saying? But it's a big conversation that we need to start having amongst the girls and how we going to go, because that culture is impacting these girls. And it don't matter. You could be in college, whatever, you know, it's really, really impacting them. And I don't know how we going to really just counteract it. I don't think just calling her out, making her feel bad, you know, but maybe pulling her to a side and gaming her up. But like I said, I don't know what type of family she come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, was the aunties, did somebody already gang her up? Or is she, like you said, I'm just going to go viral, do my thing, dance, whatever. Because
Can I ask the Black woman in this room a different question? We always talk about the Black men being in the Black boys' lives. And us as black men coming home and we're trying to have, we got BBSN, and we have called out the brothers a couple times. Hey, brothers, this is what we got to do. And I've even heard the black women in the room say, hey, ladies, stay out the way of the brothers who's trying to correct other brothers or other young boys coming up. My question on the reverse side of the table is, in retrospect of the sister girl here, is there enough black women stepping up to holler at our sisters?
I think that there's not a shortage of black women that are available and ready to step up. What I think they need is some daddy energy. I'm be honest, because I think a lot of times it's them wanting a specific type of attention. Unfortunately, when I go to these schools, because I come from the perspective of an advocate of a parent calling me in after something like this has happened, and I look at the video and I'm like, how am I going to argue this one? Right. And so I look at it, and then when you talk to these girls, because there's a lot of them fighting on campus, they're doing all this stuff, they're adopting that baddies culture. Everybody's a baddie, everybody wants to be called a bad bitch, right? Excuse my language, but that's how they refer to one another, right? And then they're always fighting with each other, and you're trying to figure out, why is everybody fighting? Because they're looking at it and it's being glorified. You got a bunch of reality TV shows that ain't really reality, because it's a scripted reality show, and everybody's basketball wives, ain't nobody married, everybody's after the bag, everybody wants to be an influencer. This one over here wants to sleep with this one and have a baby so she don't have to work. Like, it's just a bunch of foolishness. And I believe if we had more daddies in the home looking after these girls and getting in the way of some of this male attention they're trying to garner. And I'm not saying everybody's like that, but for the majority that I see and that I talk to, daddies ain't putting it down, and either they not home or in the home, or they're trying to get in trouble to go see their dad, or for their dad to come and check on them. It's a lot going on where they're going after this male attention for whatever reason, no matter how many women try to intervene. That's what I see.
And even that is systemic too. Like, in order, like how we've talked about this previously on the podcast, but like how the government will break into black homes to make sure there was not a father there. Like, all of these things are historic and systemic. And I mean, there's lots of layers to it.
I feel like it's not a male or female. I mean, that's that they're being that they're listening to. I think that when we were young, like our group, our friends, our friend group was the people that we listened to. So our parents could teach us whatever. At the end of the day, who we hung around, who we grew up with, is probably who we're gonna act. And now it's a little bit different, because they have the friends, but they also have social media that's guiding them.
And
so
that's that attention seeking.
It's the attention seeking. So the chance to go viral is way, way more powerful than a good woman telling you what's right and what's wrong.
And you can monetize it. So not only can you go viral, you can make money off of being viral. And I think that's what the follow-up videos was about, because you can hit that one viral moment, but if you don't keep up that momentum, you don't earn the money.
And that's all they ever do is if they get lucky enough to get a viral moment, it's for nothing, because they don't even have it monetized. So it's really all pointless. But it's the culture.
I think for me, Fox, sometimes it's not enough of us meeting them where they are and bringing them to where they need to be. I think sometimes we come straight in and judging. You know what I'm saying? Instead of meeting you where you are and bringing you where you need to be. As being a project queen and a hood scholar, I keep those terms in front of me, because that's the culture I come from. At Thanksgiving, we twerking. We twerking. You know what I'm saying? That's what I come from. But how do you be able to keep that with you and still navigate UC Davis? How do you be able to keep that with you and still navigate these K through 12 systems? And I think it come back to Melissa say, really learning the code switch, learning the time and place, learning the different type of things like that. So I think we need more women meeting them where they at. And a lot of us women, once we do change, or we get the morals, sometimes you look down, you shun, you know what I'm saying? So we just need more people meeting them with where they at. And that's why I strive so hard to keep that project queen, that hood scholar. I don't take it off of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking my big hoop earrings. I'm gonna have a Marc Jacob bag. I'm gonna have my Nikes on, the whole stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I want them to be able to see they self in me. and then be like, you know what? I can be like Miss Coco, still go to UC Davis and pop my collar and let them know that I come from South Sac and everything like that. So I think just a lot of more women meeting them where they at. But at the same time, too, young people gonna listen to young people and going viral, podcasting. Those are the type of jobs that these young people are looking at, because those are the type of things they're seeing people get money from. And it's all about get money. Carisha's the biggest song. Spin that.
You said a who?
Scamming. Spin that. West Oakland.
Oh, see, I don't know nothing about it. I'm like, what?
Those are the biggest. I'm gonna keep my ears.
Right.
That's what the babies,
For sure,
those are the biggest songs. So if I'm listening to that every day, how do I code switch that? I'm at UC Davis in my headphones too, but I'm at UC Davis. They got to see more of them. They got to see more of that. You feel me? They got to see the journey of how I became a virtuous woman, of how I became a Proverbs 31 woman. You got to see the journey. But I'ma always bring it back to the Bible. Jesus was meeting the women at the wells.
That is very true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He
said I became all things to all people.
You know what I'm saying? So I think just more of us really meeting them where they is. Now, you know what, baby girl? You had a great graduation. You had a great celebration. I'm not going to down you. Let's clean it up from here. You might can go into the land of twerking and be the best twerker. If you want to be in Hollywood, let's go to Hollywood and get that bag.
I like what you said, because that's a theory. I try to run with her. I have a second question for you. When we're in situations like this, I became in ambivalence. Like I said, man, how do you support the queen? But I see she did something wrong, but I, as a black man, didn't feel like it was my place.
Yeah.
This is not my daughter. She is of my culture. She is my princess.
Right.
But I don't know her to be snatching her up like that. I could snatch up a boy like that all day long, because male no male.
Right.
But what would you have liked to see in a situation like that for the boys in the room? How do we support or not support or turn our face or not when the boys see it? What would you as a black woman like to see?
I think for you, Fox, you got to just look at the women around you. What women can you put game in their ears? I was gamed by men like you. I was gamed. You feel me? They was around me. I had brothers that, okay, I have my street girls, but also I'm finna tell my sis, you got to go to college. So that's why I chose the college route. But just the girls around you, we can only do with what we can do with the people around us. We don't know that girl, and you better not go up there and touch
nobody.
Nope.
You better not say nothing. You better not, you know what I'm saying? So you just could do with the girls around you and be able to make that impact.
And I think it also goes back to there's no correction without connection, right? Somebody would have had to have gotten to her that she respected enough to not pull that.
Right. And whoever was on that campus when the other girls was saying so-and-so is going to do this, Mrs. So-and-so should have already pulled. If she had a Miss Coco on campus, I would have already told her.
And I would have told her
you're
too.
not going to drop her down and twerk.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to let you celebrate because I'm against the system. I'm a rebel. You better celebrate about
that part.
And but you're not going to do that one. Let's not do that one.
Wait, so
you
I
know
have
what
a
I'm
question.
saying?
If that was your child on stage, what would be your reactions?
I probably would have been like, do your thing, baby. You gotta go, girl. You and your go yard, you go, girl. Now,
I'd have been get your
Yeah. Let me tell you what my mom is in the chat too. I would have had a very stern talking to.
Wait. We would have been waiting for you when you got off the stage.
because you were at my graduation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, y'all both would have.
I draw the contradiction though. I've been to a couple of graduations myself, as we all have, and I've seen the parents as the child was doing the stuff and throwing the money, they was right there with them. They was the camera. That's right, like Coco said.
We always talk about parenting here too. We always talk about parenting. So your morals, the things you carry, it comes out of the household. You know what I'm saying?
And some of them, like at Sac High, their graduation this weekend.
That was fun. That was fun though.
I seen brothers down there.
It wasn't stuffy like some of these other. You know what I mean?
Oh, they had a good time.
On the environment.
They had a good time at Sac Highs.
But it depends on the environment.
The environment of the graduation too. If you're the only one, like of course stand out, be a rebel, do what you want to do. But if it doesn't, there's so many layers. But if it doesn't fit into the overall environment and vibe, you have to expect that there's going to be some pushback.
Like you guys have seen some
That's-
of the videos that have gone on where they're even at black colleges, those kids start to do something and the black administrator looking at them like this and they back it up and do it normal.
Yeah.
Like it's just the
HBCU is
environment.
Black excellence.
It's the environment
Right.
that's created.
But for some people, how many of them kids that go to them graduations is the first time they ever wore dress shoes ever in their life?
I don't know.
How many of them kids get at them graduations and hand-me-down clothes because they got their cousin clothes on, or some people haven't been told about such environments. You literally have high school kids that have not been in restaurants. Come on, throw it in there. How many of y'all-
We will talk.
How many of y'all been in restaurants? How many of y'all been in restaurants?
Jump on in.
In dress clothes.
Yeah,
and
jump
have that
on
type of stuff
in.
yet. I myself, as an adult, still don't know how to tie a tie right now today. I've never worn a tie. Don't know how to tie one. Don't know how to put it around the neck. Can't even put a clip on, and I've never had one. But it's an expectation in a lot of the rooms I walk into.
And nobody
nobody
they
say
don't
nothing
teach
when I-
tie classes in school. You got to learn algebra, not how to do a tie, which you probably should be learning how to do a tie.
So I'm saying, did the baby know the expectation of the room, or did
Now,
she?
she knew.
I'm just saying, I'm rooting for it, man. I'm rooting for it, man.
Auntie Coco will not get her in trouble, but she knew what she was doing, though. I'm not going to act like she didn't know what she was doing.
Like people have said that they knew her and she said what she was going to do.
Yeah, she knew what she was
They
going
got
to do.
teachers.
She knew what she was
who
going
told
to
her,
do.
"Don't do that. There's going to be consequences," and she did it anyway.
I feel like if her family wasn't okay with it, she wouldn't have did it. Other than that, she wasn't.
But
tripping.
your
That's
family,
what I thought so too.
Yeah.
but your
I
family's
thought
not the
her-
one who's you didn't.
Your family what? Say it.
Family's not the one who's giving you like the diploma. Like,
What-
and I understand what he's saying.
So then
I
we're talking
understand
about
what he's-
decorum, right?
Yes,
Mm.
I
And we're
understand.
talking
I
about
understand
what does
he's
the
saying.
policy say?
Okay,
Yeah.
but going back to time and place, what if there was like a graduation party after where she could have went?
Well, that would have been
There's
appropriate.
definitely a good idea.
That's what I'm saying.
party?
So why if there was a graduation party after, what stopped her from just waiting to the graduation?
I don't
didn't
know.
want
She
to.
wanted to do what she wanted to do. She said
That's
she didn't
just-
regret
I
it.
mean, I'm just
like
I got one for you. I seen a kid walk across the stage visibly and didn't shake nobody hand on the stage. And that kid said, "You called my mama to starting stuff. You didn't want to help me. You didn't want to tutor me, but you was nice to me."
But I made it. Yeah, I made it.
Sometimes kids also get up there on the provocation of, "You wasn't none of y'all even helping
but
me out
that's
here
you
while I was here and
that's
doing
you
that."
advocating for yourself, and you
Don't try to shake my hand now when you made it
she
hard for
didn't-
me to
yeah,
go.
She didn't like what.
She didn't
wish we could
do
talk
it
to her.
disrespectfully.
Exactly.
She just
was
walked past them.
I know the video you're talking about. She was advocating for herself and respected the people who respected her, but she didn't disrespect the whole crowd.
But how does the
who
baby?
said
But how
that
does she
she-
disrespect the crowd by
I
twerking?
think
That's
it
the
comes-
part I
it
don't
comes back.
understand.
See, when you law
I
and
think that
ethics,
she-
right? It's law and ethics in the way you see something. You could see something morally, or you can see
Yes.
something with your law. And I think for you, you're seeing it morally. So you're in your moral.
I see.
and so
I can
you said she
understand both
disrespect the
perspectives.
whole
No,
crowd.
I'm saying what
but she
people,
might
people
didn't
what
disrespect
people
the whole
are saying,
crowd.
like
though.
the comment sections and things that people are saying that
They
it
said
was
there were children in
disrespectful.
the crowd.
That's what
and it
I'm
was
saying. What
disrespectful.
other people
That's
are looking at and saying, because again, it's about the way, unfortunately, the way that Black women and Black girls are perceived is what's going to follow you.
But that question, you brought
And
your
it's
child to see
unfortunate.
me.
I wish it wasn't
Jump
that
in.
way.
I got you.
Another thing too is when you look at the grand scheme of all of this, it's comes down to character.
Mm.
And a good character is like gold. It's rare but invaluable.
Yeah.
And when I see her twerking on stage, I don't necessarily see a good character. I question her character a little bit because she's doing that in a public setting. And again, to what Terrell was saying, she could have easily done this at the after grad party. She could have got down easily. And
Don't they have grad night? Like,
yeah, they have
isn't
grad-
that a thing or no?
Mhm.
Yeah, it happens before
Sometimes we
graduation.
have
Oh, it
to
happens
question those
before.
who's questioning the character,
Usually
though.
it does, yeah.
Mm.
I went into a bank. They said I couldn't have a bank account, and I had to question the man that said, "Why can't I have it?" Sometimes you gotta. This is why we advocates. We always questioning the character of who's judging the character.
Yeah,
sometimes.
but how do I defend it?
I don't know because
that's
I
the
feel so many
advocate in
different
me.
ways. I feel
If
you.
it's
I
not
feel you.
against
I
the
feel
policy, you
all
defend it
the
that way.
opinions.
Well, thank you about the policies, because a lot of times schools do have policies in how you're supposed to comport yourself when you're at your graduation ceremony, right? Students are expected to behave respectfully. Students should follow directions from the staff. Students should not disrupt the ceremony.
How can you not disrupt?
So-
If you called my name and you called me to the stage and said, "Hey, you come up here on this stage because you graduated. You get up here. Whoop! This is so and so. You
But Fox,
graduated."
when have the schools ever cared about Black students?
I don't know. They kicked me out.
Oh Lord.
I go to graduations in schools that I protect schools that never let me participate in school activities after the schools.
Angel's like, what in the?
We can't expect the school to protect her in this one instance
Yeah, what's
because
up?
they've never
They-
protected Black students.
But I
I
so
feel like
why does she gotta follow their rules?
Yeah.
Because she's still the child in the system.
Like, it's
But I'm just saying,
understandable.
like
It's
we
the system.
Well, she got to
we
follow
know-
rules so she doesn't have to deal with the consequences. So if she didn't get her diploma,
Yeah,
Did she
like
get her
know.
diploma? Did we ever?
She
did
got it
follow
afterwards.
They-
Not
yeah,
not that day.
Yes,
but she got it
because is
afterwards.
there a law that really say I can't have my diploma, or is that y'all rules? Like, is there a law? Can
That's-
we take
yeah,
this?
exactly.
Can we
That's-
take
it's
this to
something that's
court?
made
They
Can we
were
take
trying to
this to
control
court?
what they could actually control
Yeah.
because technically she wasn't a student anymore because she graduated.
Yeah.
You have no more purview over her once she graduates.
Yeah, so their
Yeah.
consequence
So-
was you don't get your diploma today, you can come get it tomorrow, something like that.
They were just trying to
Yeah, they be
exert their
holding. They should
authority.
give them their diplomas that day anyway. Like, you know me, I'm just the school. The girl, the baby can do no wrong. She twerked or not, I am on the school's head from the beginning to the graduation to everything.
I don't know
you
because
know.
they're gonna say, well, the policy says A, B, C, and D. And again,
I didn't hear
I
where she
don't-
broke the policy.
but I'm just
Hold
saying
on,
decorum is part of their policy. So anytime you
And
do
then I
any
think-
action that delays the ceremony, that is a violation of that policy.
And I would push back and say, what's the quorum?
Decorum?
Yeah, I'm saying, but who put those? I
who
know
put
what it
that-
is,
you
but
know who put that in place.
okay, so we're making
Come on.
her comply.
However, when they get their handbook, they done signed. So she says she will comply.
I think just as us, we just mad to just because she twerked.
No,
I'm not
I'm not
mad.
mad. What I'm
I think
saying
that's
is
why
they will
it's
pull the
irritating 'cause
policies
she
out.
twerked.
And a lot of times our families say, well, I didn't know A, B, C, and D, but
Yeah.
you signed the handbook, which has the policies inside of them. So we can't feign ignorance at the end of the day. When we signed our name, whether we read it or not, we signed that we would comport ourselves in this fashion to be a part of this school environment. That's just what it is. I'm dealing with that right now. Matter of fact, I just got a text right now. Somebody is being some boys did something at some high school, some junior high, and they're being allowed to graduate, and they somehow hurt some Black girl. I don't know. I'm trying to make heads or tails of it, but they weren't given a consequence. What we're seeing is Black students are having their graduations and promotions taken away.
Yes.
And other students are violating these policies and they're
And-
not dealing with the
and they-
consequences.
yeah.
So now when we get off of here, we're going to get on to that. But I'm just saying, a lot of times they are going to enact those policies more harshly towards our children than anybody else.
Miss
And
Lorraine,
so
don't we have a solution for those students who aren't getting their end of the year
why don't you
activities?
tell them about it?
Come on,
Well, here at BYOP, we have a Black graduation that we
Yes.
like to
Come
host
on, advertisement.
June 21st at
Mhm.
District 56. For those scholars who are getting their privileges taken away from them, we are here to provide you guys with a whole mood experience.
Look at him. Come on, commercial? What?
Right, what? Come on,
And it's not-
advertisement.
And it's not just the Black grad because we have some other things to
have
celebrate.
celebration.
Come on, drop them in, drop them in,
Class
y'all.
of 2026. What else are we doing for them?
Oh, for celebration weekend, we have please correct me if I'm
Soiree.
pronouncing it. Soiree. It's super cool. It's at the
State Farm.
It's State Farm. Thank you so much. And it's going to be super cool. There's going to be horses. It's going to be a cowboy theme.
And
I'm
barbecue.
very
And
excited about
barbecue.
barbecue. Okay, you're going to want that.
Barbecue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And Angel,
and
what's
June 19th.
happening on Saturday?
Show
June
day.
20th.
What are you
What's
hosting?
what's happening on Saturday, Angel?
There's a family fun day event where you can bring your family, friends, cousin, uncle.
Come on, we want all of them.
We got food, snow cones, music,
Games,
Yes.
whole vibe.
And she's in charge of that. So if y'all got problems, go to her.
And
It's gonna be good.
Don't
Don't
go to
be
her.
good, huh?
Don't go to her.
and also twice a month there's a community food pantry on Wednesdays
Oh,
and Saturdays.
every
So you
Wednesday.
come in, you sign
Weekly, sir.
sign in.
Weekly, every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. Excuse me. You come in, free food, you check your name, you get your food, and there's no questions asked. You just come handle your stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, and the family fun day too. I don't know if you all got it, but it will be at the Elk Grove Regional Park.
Come on, y'all come support these babies. They are out here doing an intern for the summer. Y'all come support them.
Well, they actually got like 10. Wait, how many more days? What day is it?
It's the 8th.
10
We have
more
10 days.
16 days.
10 more days.
16
15 more days.
Oh, of their fellowship.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about it's a celebration weekend.
No,
So
10
we got
days
10.
to that. So what do they need to do? What
They
do
need to register online for these
Quickly
events.
Go to our website.
This is Celebration Weekend, June 19th through the 21st.
Yes.
We don't have that much time, guys. So please.
Get on it.
What day?
BYLP.
one question.
Website, Amaya.
BYLP.org.
Come on.
And so there are 3 events. There are different times for
Yes.
each event.
And
What's
I
the
will
time?
list them for you. We
Oh,
have
okay, cool. The notes.
soiree is from 6 to 9. That is at the States Ranch.
The State Farm.
The State Farm. My family fun day is from 12 to 3. That's at Elk Grove Regional Park. And the Black Grad Celebration is from 4 to 6. It'll probably run longer.
Because we black,
56,
and we like to celebrate, and we don't tone police.
Yes,
But I'm just
yes.
saying.
So yeah.
And then not only do we have the Black Grad, we actually have many scholarships up for
6
grabs.
scholarships up for grabs, and I'm feeling nice. AKA, we need some more people to apply for them. So today was the deadline. I'm moving it to Sunday, which is, I believe, June 14th.
Okay.
There are 6 scholarships. I don't have them all in front of me, but go to our Instagram. They are up on our Instagram. We have the Whole Mood Scholarship. We have the Black Excellence Scholarship.
Dripping in Black Excellence.
Dripping in Black Excellence
Man, I like how you
Scholarship.
doing
We
that.
have a whole bunch of scholarships that we need Black high school students to apply
Come
to.
get these scholarships.
Please come get this. Like, we want to give the
Yes.
money away. We don't. If
So you
nobody
opening the
applies,
polls back
we
up.
have to keep it. We don't want to do that. Apply for the scholarship.
Yes, just
we got
apply.
a question on the chat says, what time for the celebration?
Terrell
I
just
have
went over
no
there.
problem
Terrell.
repeating that for you.
Drop it again. Drop it again. Drop it again.
June 19th is our soiree. That is from 6 to 9 at the East State Farms. Family Fun Day is at Elk Grove Regional Park from 12 to 3. And Black Grad is at District 56 from 4 to 6. This is June 19th through the 21st. That is our Black Grad weekend.
And how much does it cost, baby? How much it costs?
Free.
It's
and
free.
we got
Y'all
food.
better get
and
down
we got
here.
food.
Free
Free and
99.
food.
Free food.
Free and food.
The food is free.
Y'all
You
better
know
not
your
miss
mama
it.
don't be
3
feeding you at
days.
home.
Right.
3 days.
Like, we're
Come
feeding you all
celebrate.
3 days.
Come celebrate.
Like,
We got some people giving all you guys some props
Get
in the
this
chat. In
Black
the chat, they
joy.
saying they love this and they love you guys
Thank
so
you,
much
guys.
on here.
Thank you.
We answered Miss Angel Boom, asked for her question. Somebody give a personal shout out to Mr. Terrell. And so let's say, go Terrell.
Thank you.
Okay.
There's a lot of little stuff on here for you guys giving support through there. We appreciate the comments in the chat as well. Thank you.
In the chat, how did they do for their first BVBOE
I feel like
episode? How
they did amazing.
They did a lot better than I did on my first podcast episode. I was quiet. I didn't know what to say. Y'all did really, really good.
And we would be remiss if we did not just give a shout out to some of our identified sponsors right now. So big shout out to the Sacramento Kings and Delia Baldwin, one of the trustees here in Elk Grove Unified School District. So thank you so much for your support as we aim to resource our young people. Once again, 6 scholarships: the BYLP Advocacy Scholarship, the Lee E. Clark Memorial Scholarship. We have the Whole Mood BYLP Whole Mood Scholarship. We have the Earlene Jackson Memorial Scholarship, the scholarship for Winston Young, which is my father figure that passed away. We have his memorial scholarship, and they are all up for grabs between 300 to ranging from 300 to about 1,500 a pop. So get your children to apply for the scholarships if they're going off to college or a trade school. Make sure that they apply, because we just want to love on y'all, and we hope to see you guys at Celebration Weekend.
Absolutely.
Come on out.
Be there, please.
Yes.
So with that, y'all, look, we
and I'm gonna quote someone from the chat here too, Miss Taiwana Sutton.
Oh, that's Melissa's mama.
You better watch
Hey,
it, boy.
mama.
You traded thin ice now.
What you gonna quote her? What
So
you say?
I want to end it off here with the question: what do we want to be remembered as?
That's for y'all. That's for y'all. I think we can wrap it around.
Y'all. Go ahead, fellows. What do you want to be remembered as?
Like as a group or?
Oh, just yourself.
Individual.
Are you gonna do the splits?
No. Oh, like for graduation?
Yeah.
Oh.
Moonwalk? What?
I don't know, to be honest.
Don't know what's going
I'm going
gonna
on
take it over.
graduation. I'm going on the stage. I'm taking out money at the bank. Like,
I'm gonna sit in the front row because I'm a collector.
I'm not throwing nobody. I'm gonna spread the money.
Can I get an invite in a bag to catch it?
All right. I get my invite.
All right.
So we're running out of time. So we're gonna go around here really quickly.
What you want to be remembered as?
I want to be remembered as a person that don't gotta change themselves for no matter who I'm with.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I just want to be remembered as somebody who's genuine and hardworking and respectful.
I just have to tell you that hair is giving me life today.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I want to be remembered as a samurai. And the samurai, the origin of a samurai means to serve.
Come on.
Ooh.
Come on.
That's
You've been
what-
dropping nuggets all day. Professor, you know you're going to get your doctorate. I hear professor over there.
I want to be remembered as an intelligent advocate who can speak up for anyone who needs it.
Come
I
on.
love that.
Yes.
And you right there.
Yeah, you in there.
Where are you looking at? Who you looking at?
I want to be remembered as a person who didn't have it right at the beginning, but figured it out at the end.
I love it. I love it.
I want to be remembered as a kind, helpful, dependable person.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
Baby.
Okay, Dimples.
Yeah. So cute.
Melissa,
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah.
I want to be remembered as someone who's not afraid to be herself.
I love it. I love it.
Y'all know me, a Project Queen building, uplifting the world by inspiring the hood first.
Well, you heard from him. I'm so proud to even be in community with you all. It makes my heart smile because when we look at what's going on around us and we see all the negativity and vitriol, we look in this room and we see so much promise and power amongst you all. So I'm very just ecstatic to be, that's one of those E words that y'all gave me earlier.
Come on.
I'm ecstatic to be in community with you all. And so with that, we are going to hit y'all with the peace sign. We will see you next week right here on Black versus Board of Education with our fellows. Peace out.
Peace.